Good. You gonna go live now? Yeah, YouTube is on the cutting edge of being... There we go. There we go. Cutting edge of being annoying. Got it. Maybe the stream key was wrong by 1 letter. But we're good now. We're Gucci gang. Cool, cool. Okay. Let's get 60 defense real quick. And then go start some quests. Yeah, our stats are looking sick. We're gonna go right to Sins of the Father. So if I can do, there's 60 defense. If I can do the prerequisite tonight, Darkness of Halavale, that would be baller. So that's the goal for tonight. So I do want to get rid of these seeds though, and disease-free herb patches. OSRS. Disease-free are Trollheim, Hosidius, Harmony Island, Trollheim. Do I have the Trollheim teleport? Yes. I'm gonna go to Trollheim first to plant this Renar. My water bottle. I'm gonna go get that real quick. I don't know where my water bottle went. I had it. Weird. No. Alright, I'm back. Scuffed stream tonight, dude. I need to get back into the swing of things. But that's okay. Once we get going, we're fine, but getting going. Do I have anything planted here? I don't. Take a jog. Can't remember how to get up there. Trolls are trolling me. There we go. Did I just hit a farming level from that? Okay, cool. 56 farming. Let's go to host Sidious as well. And plant the Harlander seed I have. Are they?
They're in the drawer with like the tape and stuff. They're in a bag.
Okay.
I just need one. Thanks. Found your water bottle?
Yep. Oh, the D&D podcast was sick, I'm not gonna lie. It was sweet, but it just came down to a matter of editing. I didn't have enough time during school, and then we just didn't start it up again afterwards. It was fun. It's on Spotify. Yeah, it was like really fun experiment to do. I learned a lot about editing then, and I think a lot of that. I don't know. It was fun. Ew, Marintils. Do I even want to keep these? I don't think I do. But yeah, it was a really fun experiment. I didn't go farther than that. It was Heroes of Gardbarath. Okay. It was really good. I felt like I had a pretty good story going into it. I don't think I planned the story out as well as I should have. But the start I feel like was like the episodes that are edited, I feel like are very good. Plot wise. Editing, I'd have to go back and listen to it and see, but it was hard because we were just doing it to have fun, right? Not like a professional thing. So um, we talked over each other a lot, and that was hard to edit sometimes. Okay. We're going to Lumbridge for Tears of Gothics. Yeah. Yeah, it was really good. It was Tristan, um, and my brother and Sean, and then two others that bailed, and that was kind of like what started it to deteriorate. But I mean, I was kind of the only me and Tristan were really the only ones that wanted to do content with it, so we were the only ones like putting any effort into like editing or stuff like that. But that's fine. I would like to go back and run that campaign again, though. I think I have some things I'd improve about it, and I don't think I could run it again. Maybe I could run it again with the people that we're playing with, but cool. I'm curious what level I need for a zombie axe. Zombie axe is 65. Okay, I gotta lock in for Tears of Gothics. It's important. This experience is going right in construction. I think like some of the times I lock in the hardest on RuneScape are at Tears of Gothics. But yeah, the campaign was really I loved it. It was my first time like really caring about being a DM, and I learned a lot from it. Um, but as always, my motivation wanes very quickly with stuff. I have a hard time keeping my motivation up. I don't feel like what I make I'm not self-confident enough. Um, so that's the hardest part for me. Interest and motivation both wane very quickly for me. Yo, Lost Prophecy, we're back. At least for today, right? I wanted to get a stream in before Christmas. Um, and I did a bunch of editing and a little bit of gaming over the weekend. So we're back. I'm gonna set up at least for some AFK tomorrow. I do have to work tomorrow, unfortunately. Yo, let's go. Whole construction level, 7k XP. That feels good. 1% of the way to of the requirement the way to 70. How are you though, dude? I hope you're doing good. But yeah, we did some grinding. We hit 60 defense. Current goal on the account. Okay, so yeah, I don't think a whole lot will be done. Current goal is Sins of the Father. So if I can get Darkness of Hallowvale done tonight, then that will give me 170 quest points, and I can finish Recipe for Disaster, and then I can go to Sins of the Father with Barrow's Gloves, which is huge. I wanted 60 defense for the armor. Is it blue? I think it's blue d'hide. It's red d'hide. At 60. That will be really important for the the fight at the end of Sins. Who is it? I always say Ranistraken. Is that? But I know that's not right. Okay, we are gonna go to. I'm gonna start Darkness of Hallowvale now, though. Oh, I think I need to do a Taste of Hope as well. Okay. So all I need for this quest is nails, planks, hammer, a knife, and telekinetic grab. And then food, I'm sure, right? So let's go to Varrock and store stuff in the looting bag. There's a couple things I want to stick in there. While I'm here, I should have gone to Lumbridge for an axe first. But yeah, that's the current goals. Sins of the Father will let me get my herb lore high enough to start caring about mastering mixology. Which will be really nice for that herb lore XP. I think I can just drop the U short bow. Let me high alch it actually. I have the runes for it. I do think I toss the Marks of Grace. I wanted to give those away, but... Oh, I want to put my Irrit in there too. Duke and a Raxor. Dude, I hope you get lucky on the halberd. That would be sick. And then Duke, are you doing for the crystal? Gave up on Red Prison. Yeah. Okay, Lumbridge to get an axe. Yo, did they update the home teleport? That's so nice. It grays out when it's on cooldown. That's actually so sick. I should go on that Duke grind on my iron. And a Raxor, I need to go back to that. I have the Fang for the Amulet of Rancor. But I don't have anything else from Raxor. But you just have to do it on task, so. I really need an Occult, too. Got one piece at 4KC. Duke is chill, yeah. Got the teleport and chromium ingot. Yo, let's go. That's pretty sick. 2 planks. A hammer, a knife. Eight nails. So I pretty much have everything. I do want to make some prayer potions. I think I'll need 1 or 2. Chromium ingots are for Torva, right? Is that what they're for? Or they're for the rings as well? Maybe they're just for the rings. They're just for the rings, right? I'm sure they're just for the rings. Been doing some sailing. Yeah. It fits in really well. The first little bit of sailing I feel like is a little slow, but once you hit about level 30, which I mean is super quick now that you can do Tears of Guthix for it. Yeah, the ancient rings. But yeah, you can hit 30 super quick now because of Tears of Guthix. And then I feel like it fits really well. And I think that there's so much room for growth with that skill. I feel like sailing has so much potential in it. It'll be really good. It'll age like a fine wine as far as skills go. Smithing did not. Smithing is the perfect example of a skill that did not age well at all and hasn't had any changes to compensate for it. Ooh, I'd love to hear it. I think they're cooking up something with Dragon Slayer 3, honestly. Isn't there like a cursed island that people have been talking about? They're going to have a quest surrounding the Rock Island Prison, Cursed Archipelago. Cursed Archipelago, that's what it was. Mostly harmless, and a character named Rabid Jack. Trying to summon an ancient creature named Zautak. Interesting. I'm here for it. I think that I would love to see more Dragon Slayer 3 stuff. I think that is going to happen sometime soon-ish, because they hinted at it with was it While Gothic Sleeps? Can't remember. Majorat, Dragonkin, and another quest line. Yep. I could see that. I agree with that one. Wait, I don't want to go this way. I'm on autopilot. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do with the Blood Moon quest line, because we're getting an update to that in the next couple months, I think, right? Because it said early 2026. Oh, that'll be sick. I'm here for that. That will be so sweet. I want stuff for a prayer pot, and then I'm gonna start the quest. I think I probably should have put my death runes in the looting bag. This quest says I don't need a lot of prayer. Or sorry, a lot of food. It says food or 43 prayer. So I'm gonna not bring any. Process. Oh, hydration checkpoint. Drink up. Okay, wait, have I done Darkness of Hollowvale? I have done Darkness of Hollowvale. The YouTuber who explained, got a couple cool vids on it. Ooh, cool. I'll have to check him out. Okay, 1 second. I need to sneeze. My bad. Okay, so apparently I have done Darkness of Hollowvale. I always get the quest names mixed up. I need to sneeze again. I need a Cosmic Rune. Let's go get that first. I need an Emerald and a Chisel. I can drop these. Apparently I don't need them. Yeah, I've seen the videos on it, and they're like in the back of my head. I haven't watched them. I haven't really sat down and had time to. Most of my free time is either going into gaming with friends or editing. Apart from being, a dad and whatnot, but so it's been busy, but I want to get back in the groove of streaming and editing. I know I've been saying that, but okay, I need to take a run over to W Fatherhood. Yeah, for real. It's been great, but it does take time. So, I also got a new job that I'm going to be starting in January, first week of January. Second week of January? Well, like first full week of January. It's in office too, which I think will be really good for me. But it does mean commute time. So, but I'm thinking about taking the train to get there. There's a stop pretty close to the office, which would give me like 40-ish minutes to AFK each way. Do stuff on the account, which is good progress. Hey, Captain Conway. Yeah, she's already so much bigger than she used to be, so I'm really trying to soak it in. So that's another part of the reason why I haven't been on as much. Yeah. Yeah, definitely stressful at times. For the most part, she's been amazing. So amazing. So, I feel like I don't have much to complain about there. But I really don't. I watched Lord of the Rings the other day, And what's the quote by Gandalf about time? What is it? So Frodo's talking about the ring, right? Let's go to Lumbridge and get an emerald. Frodo's talking about getting the ring, and he's like, "Man, I really wish this didn't happen in my time." And Gandalf responds with, "So do I, and so do all who live to see such times. But that is not for them to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given us." And I was watching that the other day, and that hit me so hard. And I'm going to put a bit about it in my next video, because it was like a reality check almost on like needing to spend time with my daughter and really cherish those moments, and really take them in for what they are, because that's like, it's so true. So I just want to use my time wisely. So does this guy carry emeralds? There we go. Sells cut emeralds. So I have that. I do need a chisel. And then I should be good. I'm gonna go pick up food and then I'll be good. I'll go get some cheesy taters. Wait, do I want to do that? Because then I have to walk to Morton. I don't want to do that. I want to travel up through Falador. We'll run up there because I want to be able to teleport to Shades of Morton. Did I start this quest? I hope I did. I did not. Unfortunate. Versen Haza by the entrance to the Theater of Blood. Okay, well that's fun. I'll just buy a Ecto-File and run from there. That'll be the quickest way. Yeah, Tolkien is so good. Very wise man. There's a reason why he's still relevant. Super wise dude. There's so many quotable lines from Lord of the Rings and from all his works. Okay, and now I need to go to... I'm gonna drop Ava's. I don't need that. I can pick up another one. And then we'll go to Lumbridge, buy a Ecto, and go from there. Yeah, Tolkien's so good. I was watching it and I was painting, I think. And I didn't make it through all of them. I only got through the second one. And I think if I'm AFKing more stuff, I'll go back and watch Return of the King, but I didn't get through there. I got busy with other stuff. And okay, let's take a jog down. Theoden. I like Baragond, but like that was just through my like I've only read through the books once, and it really wasn't that long ago, but I was really impressed with Baragond as a father figure, and showed it showed a lot more to Gondor than you get from the movies. Yeah, and I was just impressed with how Tolkien chose to represent Gondor, because I think we get most like he's a minor character in the books, but like well, he's not even mentioned in the movies, right? But we get a lot of our context on Gondor through Baragond, because he does so much talking with, is it Merry? But yeah, Theoden is. I agree with your viewpoint on Theoden. It's pretty. Am I going too far? I'm not. I watched a video on that topic, actually, the other day. And it talked about peasants in the medieval age. Specifically like the Dark Ages. And the teleport. That's funny. I can't remember what video it is, but the guy posed a question about, did the peasants in the Dark Ages know that they were living in a transitionary period of time, meaning that there was something big coming in the future that would perpetuate them out of the hard times that they were in, and then their ancestors had it better with them, specifically the Roman Empire at its peak. And it was a really interesting video. And he just compared it to today. Yeah, it was really good. I'll see if I can find it and I'll link it to you. I'm also trying to get through the Silmarillion right now. That's something I'm gonna look forward to on my commute. Is I'm gonna listen to that. Yo, what's Gabe Baragona? This is a wild account. That was kind of the goal of the account. I wanted to come up with the craziest account I could. Welcome in. It's good to hear from you. But yeah, I wanted to come up with the craziest account I could possibly think of. And everything to make the game harder in game, I swear, has been done. So I was like, well, what is something I can do outside the game to make it harder? And the treadmill is what I came up with. And then on top of that, the weight. The weight was like something I came up with afterwards, as I was bouncing ideas off of a friend. And he's like, you could make it even, like, how could you make this more hardcore than it already is with the treadmill? So it's pretty cool. I wrote some code. I don't know if you guys have been in and seen it working, but if I toggle run on, it speeds up my treadmill. And then we start running. The weight is absolutely nuts. Can I talk to these guys? Talk to a Firewatch. Yeah, the weight is crazy. I feel like in the end game, it's not going to be super bad. I'm going to be able to. Oh, I don't have a pickaxe. Can I get one here? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I may be in trouble. Do you have a spare pick? Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. But yeah, the weight I think is going to be, it just makes planning more important. Um, so like end game, I'm probably going to hate myself for saying this, but I don't think it will be that bad. Um, the questing though, questing is a lot. Like there's some random quests that are much harder than I ever thought they would be, because of the weight requirement. As soon as I have to step out of Graceful and start using real gear, it's going to get tough. The end fight for Sins of the Father is going to be really hard. I don't know how much weight. I haven't calculated it, but I know it's going to be quite a bit. I'm gonna have to carry a lot of weight. So that's going to be a fun fight to see and do. It won't be fun at the time, but looking back at after I do it and having that accomplishment under my belt is going to be really fun. So I've kind of had to dial it back, honestly, lately. Because I had a kid, right? Like, and I got burnt out. Like, I was doing a lot. I was doing probably 12-ish miles a day, every day with no breaks. And that was too much. So I had to dial it back, and I ended up hurting my knee doing Chambers of Zarek on my other account on the treadmill. And just needed to dial it back. So I took like almost a month off. My knee's fine now, but I really didn't want to mess it up. And then I've just been spending a lot of time with my daughter. I start a new job in January. But yeah, it's like 12 miles a day, and when I'm streaming the full time, it's minimum 7.5. It's more like 9 now that I've kind of slowed down. I went crazy with the account at the start. So it was a bit much. But it was like 12, it was 12 or 13. Now it's about 9. And I've done Chambers. Chambers is sick on the treadmill. It's so fun. It's crazy. Super fun. Super hard too. Corrupted Gauntlet. Did I say Corrupted Gauntlet? Did I say Chambers? Corrupted Gauntlet on the treadmill is hard. Corrupted Gauntlet is already hard enough, and then toss the treadmill on it. And the worst part about Corrupted Gauntlet is the prep period, because it means it forces me to have about a mile a kill. Like, if I could just go into the Hunley fight, it would shave off so much time. But unfortunately, like, so much of Corrupted Gauntlet is prep time. When I get there on this account, I want to see if I can do a full kill walking. Because if I can do a full kill walking, even if it's just tier 1 prep, that will be so much quicker. Or sorry, not so much quicker, so much more sustainable. And I can do more kills. But that's going to be so hard. But even if I just have to run for the Hunley fight and I can do prep walking, that would be sick. Time to go back to the Theater of Blood. I think I just teleport with the ectofile and run south again. I don't want to go through the city. I think it's a little bit longer, but it's easier. But yeah, this account has been a challenge. I think I've made it like so far so fast though. Like I think, right? Like this is pretty good for a 4-month-old ultimate. Probably slightly older than 4 months, but I took pretty much a whole month off, so. But yeah, I feel like super nice with where we're at for the restrictions and for the age of the account. There's definitely been some tricky things I've had to figure out as I go along. Training, fire making was kind of a trick. Same with cooking. Cooking was, hey Bob, how's it going? Hope your holidays are good. It's good to see ya. We're doing Taste of Hope. Finally picked up a... Oh, sick! Let's go! How's it been going? Chaos Druids. Yeah, Chaos Druids are fine. I think it depends on how early you are, because you really do want to lean into Slayer as much as you can. Because once you hit, I think it's 60 Slayer. Let me check real quick. Aberrant Specters. If you can get to Aberrant Specters with an herb sack, although I don't know, maybe my vision's a little twisted on that because of how late I am into the game. But these guys dropped crazy herbs. 44 Slayer. Yeah, so that's still a ways away. Chaos Druids are fine. The other thing that helps a ton for iron herbs is Kingdom of Miscellanea. And it's hard to keep the money up, but if I were to go back and do it again, I would just say it's worth it. Like, grind out a little bit of money. Like my first time through, I didn't know how to make the money to sustain it. But I definitely think managing Miscellanea is worth it. And if I were to go do it again, 38 herb to do barrows. Yeah, that's fair. The other thing you could do is Hunter. Hunter's like, that's a longer grind, I think, because you have to get to like 50 Hunter-ish, I think, for the 47 for the Hunter Guild, but then the Hunter Guild will start giving you herbs and stuff. And that's just like, it's like Wintertot. Early money, Agi and thieving. Okay, so how I did it on this account maybe isn't the best, but what I did was I got into the Varrock Bank basement and high alked the ruby rings and then world hopped and high alked the ruby rings, and you can make like $500,000 an hour, which doesn't, like, that's pretty good for a low level. The only requirement you have is the ability to high alk. Yeah, the butterflies. The butterflies are sweet. The moonlight moths or whatever they are, those are sick. World hopping for the steel plate bodies is good. What else? The Hunter Rumors is kind of like a Wintertot for Hunter. It's pretty good. I should be reading this. I didn't. I was gonna read this because I wanted to know what the quest is like for. I'll start paying attention. They're coming out with a sequel to the Sins of the Father quest line, and I want to know what we're doing. 65 magic. That's double the pyramid. Yeah, 65 magic is nice. Let's see, what other money-making methods could you do for iron? Oh, actually training smithing. Um, Giant's Foundry. Like, I'm kind of, I can't do the same thing over and over again for too long. I get bored and then need to move on to the next thing. So I would toss smithing in every now and then. Also putting off earning my graceful. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't get graceful for the longest time on my iron. It takes forever. And agility is just painful. On this account, it was the first thing I did because I needed to. The weight reduction is just too good. But yeah, I would toss a little bit of like smithing training every now and then. Go back and do a little bit of that. 10 marks every few days. Yeah, that's a completely fine goal. Pace yourself with it, right? It's a marathon, not a sprint. And I definitely sprinted early with this account and felt it. You'll burn yourself out. Okay, I'm gonna talk to a Firewatch again, get sent to the mines, and then go to the Mareki base. Let's see what other money-making methods. I mean, like, Slayer's always there. It gets really good eventually, but it takes so long to get there. Yeah, Canifis is huge for marks. What else? Okay, fletching is good for, like, super early money. And, like, AFK money. But, like, really AFK. And it's pretty slow. Like, it doesn't really become profitable until you hit, like, 70, I think. And then even then, it's pretty garbage. So, fletching's kind of not really good. Crafting, actually, there's a decent crafting moneymaker in Varlamore. You can cut the gems on Aldurin, I think it is, and then world hop and cut the gems and rinse and repeat. It gets good craft. The thing is, like, I'll prioritize moneymakers that give me XP for the most part, miles ahead of moneymakers that don't. And I think it kind of depends on what stage of the account you're in. So, like, early stuff like that, definitely worth it. But the farther along you go, the less good those get, because it's really not that much money. It's decent XP, but not great money. But yeah, if you can find, like, the jewelry from the Varrock Bank was good, because you just pick up ruby rings, they high elk for 1.2k, and you world hop and you pick up another one. So it was 1k profit per high elk, which is sick. I did a ton of Motherlode Mine at the start of my account. The crafting thing isn't faster, but it's a money... it isn't faster than glass. Gotcha. It isn't faster than the buckets of sand, but it makes you money instead of costing money. So that's the reason I would do it that way. It makes you like 100k an hour. And early on, it might actually be slightly competitive because you can cut rubies. Because you can just cut the gems and sell them back to the gem person. Trying to think of where else. I mean, like, in the end, if you can just rush, like, I'm doing it the hard way, I think, where I'm keeping my combat stats low. And I've really been debating recently if I want to keep doing that, because combat opens up so much. If you can start doing, like, any endgame content You just make so much more money than anything else. Agility, pyramid, and cats. Yeah, those are both good. I also learned that cats, you can feed them karambwanji, which are stackable. So if I were to do that, I would carry a whole bunch of karambwanji. Yeah. Um, what else? The glass grind is so bad. Oh yeah, the chaos gauntlets. Those are pretty sweet. Do you have any news? I do. It's not good. I managed to spy on a meeting between Vanstrom, Rannis, and Verzik. Verzik gifted them this strange creature that she said would help them track down the Meyer key. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The abomination. I remember this guy. Track down? How? She claimed the creature could track anyone provided it got a taste of their blood. So they'd still need the blood from one of us. We might be okay then. It's not like the vampires name and number the tithes they take. I wouldn't be so sure. Vanstrom seemed to think he had a way around that. Not only that, but it sounded like he'd be making his move very soon. This isn't good. If Vanstrom thinks he can use this creature against us, I have no reason to disbelieve him. He's proven time and time again that he should not be underestimated. So what's our plan? Not sure yet. We'll need to make one quickly, though. Can I help with anything? Vertita and I will begin forming a plan. In the meantime, do you remember that book on Haim alchemy you gave us? I do. Well, our head researcher, Flagian Scroot, has been working on translating it. Could you check on it? Cool. Yeah, high alching hunter stuff. Wintertot is like fine, right? Wintertot does give good early supplies, and I would sprinkle that in with training. Sailing is fine. I don't know that it makes you tons of money, but I haven't been really looking for a money maker, so I'm not really sure on that one. Construction is a money sink, but it's a very, very good money sink. Just tons of quality of life out of construction. So, but it is very expensive. Hello there. Saflin said you were working on translating the Haim alchemy book. So one thing that I'm thinking about with Wintertot, yep, that's true, Bob. Is there's a fletching knife that lets you fletch 1 tick instead of 3 tick. And so if you can get that fletching knife from Veil Totems and then go to Wintertot, you fletch so quickly that you can get a lot more points and then you get a lot more rewards. But it was just kind of like back when I did it, it was the thing you did first on an Iron Man because Wintertot did % damage and you didn't want it hitting you for like 20s. So you went early on in the account when it hit you for 3s. They've changed it since then, so you can kind of do it whenever you want. Hey, Saflin said you were working on translating a Haim alchemy book. Indeed, it's not a quick process. Large parts of the book are written using the vampiric language, which isn't easy to translate. Anything new to report? The book seems to document a lot of the experiments being performed in the lab that you found. Interestingly, the experiments were performed on vampires themselves as well as humans. Okay, interesting. It appears they were trying to use the power of Haim alchemy to modify both humans and vampires. Why? Looks like they had 2 reasons. First of all, they were looking for a way to increase the amount of blood that can be harvested from a human. Okay. Unsurprisingly, the vampires here have multiplied much faster than the humans. Perhaps there's no longer enough blood to go around. Okay. And the other reason, as we're already aware, vampires possess some form of immunity against our attacks. It starts off as only partial in juveniles and juvenates, but by the time they become Vyres, they are totally invulnerable. The book implies immunity isn't perfect and that it can be overcome. It seems they were trying to improve the immunity. Oh, okay. I might actually be able to help with that a bit. I was spying on Vanstrom and Rhanis earlier for Safflon and heard Vanstrom saying something quite interesting. He implied that Seraphina had discovered their weakness. Seraphina, as in the Seraphina who survived the Theater of Blood? I believe so. That would make a lot of sense, actually. We've always wondered how Seraphina managed to survive all the challenges in the theater. But what if she never needed to? Maybe she took advantage of the vampire's weakness and forced her to let her leave. Do you think that is worth exploring? I do. I'll stay here and keep working on the book. You head out and see if you can find Seraphina. Safflon should be able to help you. Cool. Yeah, the knife is sick. It's actually pretty new, and I haven't had the chance to use it, so I don't really know how good it is at Wintertot, but I have a feeling it's pretty darn good. I've wanted to test it out. Unfortunately, Veil Totems on this account are pretty painful, because logs weigh a lot, and running around with the Veil Totems is rough. So, okay, not so good. We've looked over our options. Safflan is talking again. He's talking about his plan. We've looked over our options and we can't see any solution to this problem. If the vampires truly have the ability to track us down, then we won't be safe anywhere in Mauritania. So what do? We'll have to leave. We should be able to sneak out of Mire Ditch using the same route you did. We can meet up with Veliaf and the rest of the Myrarchy in Burderat. Once we're all there, we can travel to Paterdomus and cross the Salvin to Misthalin. Retreat to Misthalin? But what about all the people here that need our help? They'll die without us. I know it's not ideal, but we can't help anyone if we're dead. The only place we'll be safe from this new threat is on the other side of the Salve. There must be a way. What about Roald's mercenaries? Can't they help us? You could, like, starve the vampires out that way too, right? Like, we already know they're running out of blood, but I don't know. You still are, Yeah, it's not exactly the move on Running Man, because fletching is one of the few skills I can do, like, completely AFK sitting down. So, as much as I think Veil Totems are so sick, it's not really the play for this account. Even with the help of the mercenaries, the vampires' outnumber is 10 to 1. The only reason we survived this long is by hiding in the shadows. Once the vampires know where we are, we'll all be doomed. I'm sorry, IRL Runlocked. This isn't the end of our fight, though. Once we're in Misthalin, we can build up our strength, find more support, and we'll come back stronger than ever before. So when do we leave? It will take a while to pack up our equipment, but we aim to leave as soon as possible. Do you think there's time for one last job before we go? I guess it depends on what it is. While translating the Haim Alchemy book, Flagian found a possible reference to the weakness, a reference to a possible weakness in the vampires. Not only that, but I also heard Vanstrom talking about this same weakness. He implied that Seraphina found a way to take advantage of it. Seraphina, I suspect she's nothing more than a myth. A tale fabricated by the vampires to drive people to that theater of theirs. But this came from Vanstrom himself. That is a valid point, I guess. Old Man Ral used to tell plenty of stories about Seraphina, and he did once tell me where she apparently lived. Oh, interesting. I suppose we have to go take a quick look around while others have packed up everything here. So where do we go? You'll find the house in Sector 4 to get there. Leave, head... Okay, he just tells me where to get there. It's best we travel separately, so you head out first and I'll meet you there. Cool. Let's go. Take a sweet jog over to Seraphina's place. Hello? There we go. Yo, the dog has a Christmas hat! No! I don't want to go to the mines. Okay, have a bite. Youch. Okay. Ooh, Safflon's here already. Okay, so this is where Serafina lived, or so they claim. Everyone else I've spoken to. Blood donation locked UIM. Dude, I'm terrified of needles. I've never been able to donate blood because I'm so skinny. They were worried about my weight when I was willing to do it. Um, I was just too skinny. So I couldn't for my height and weight. I just was too skinny. I could probably do it now. I've gained a little bit of weight since then, but that's a crazy good idea. Donating blood is good. I should look into it. Everyone else I've spoken to looks up to Serafina, but you don't even think she was real. I guess it's not about if she's real. It's about what she is now, a symbol, a false one. Everyday citizens of Miredish throw their lives away in that damn theater, all because of her. But why don't they fight with the Myrarchy instead? I guess they don't think the vampires will ever be beaten. They believe that joining the Myrarchy will lead to certain death. Thanks to Serafina, they believe that they at least have a chance with the theater. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. There's a locked door in here that might be hiding what we're looking for. Let's see if we can find a way to open it. There's a broken fountain upstairs to fill the vial with. Where is it? There it is. Use mystery meat. Grind up that mystery meat. I think stuff dropped in here lasts longer. Maybe not. I'm going to be safe and reset the potatoes just in case, though. You try to open the door, but it's locked. There's a small slot next to the door that looks like something could be poured in. There's also a small inscription on the door that says, "Blood is the price of victory." Pour the potion in the slot? Yes. That doesn't seem right. Let's talk with Saffline. Hey, Safflan. I found some ingredients for a potion. Made it nothing happened. I found the inscription. Blood is the price of victory. I wonder. What are you thinking? I have an idea. Bring me an empty vial. He puts his blood in the vial. Safflan, you can't think that this is a good idea. We just found out about the vampires. Bro, chill. Boy's too eager to give the vampires his blood. Alright. What's in the chest? What's in the box? Read the notes. They look rather complicated. You can't figure out what they say. Hopefully Flagian will know. Any luck? Found some old notes. Excellent. Here you go. Here's the notes. Thanks. Let's head back to the hideout. Okay. Let me get my cheesy tato, my chotato. Take a jog back. Oops. I think tomorrow, while I'm at my family's, I'm going to start looking at weighted vests. Get me one. It'll make so many things so much nicer. Hey, I knew what happened here. We get tracked. Because we just handed over our blood. Abomination could be safe spotted. It hit 68, dude. I really wish I could turn off my running. It's weekend. Let's finish it off. Ooh, yikes. I might have to come back for this. Because it doesn't hit with just one attack style, it looks like. And it drains stats? I need to turn off auto retaliate. I'm getting him! We're gonna, like, kind of flinch him. Oh, he can't hit us with melee there, though. Can I tag him? Tag. He can hit diagonally with melee, though. That's fun to know. We getting him. We jumping him! He is kind of caked up, though. Look at that. That's like almost Bloodveld quality. Not quite Bloodveld. Not even close to Bloodveld, actually. What am I smoking? Bloodvelds are caked. They got the whole bakery. They're not just caked. Oh, yikes. 18. The Chotatoes are Clement and Clutch. I think when I'm done here, I'll go restore my stats at Last Man Standing. We're almost done. Let's go. Okay, Saflan, get up. I'll be fine. Now we need to get out of here before the vampires and Vanstorm show up. IRL Runlocked. We have a old hideout beneath Old Man's Ral's house. Let's meet there. Okay, we're good. We made it. The Chotatos saved us. This is where we get our Rod of Avandis. I think after this, if I have time, I'm going to do... What's the quest for Karambwanji? Taibo Wanai. Because that means tomorrow I could AFK fish Karambwans all day. Get my fishing up. Because as soon as I can get minnows... How do I get out of here? I think I'm just going to teleport out and then go to... What's the... Shades of Morton. Shades of Morton Telly. Wait, before I do that, I want to restore my prayer. And I think I'll go get more Chotatos. Oh man, it feels good to be on the treadmill again. I'm not gonna lie. It's been too long. I guess it's only been about a week, but I haven't done a lot of running lately. It feels nice too. Maybe I'll end the night with a 5K. We'll see when we finish this quest. Because I could do a 5K and train some agility. Or I could get Taibo Wanai Trio done. It might take a while to do Taibo Wanai though. Especially because I don't have the stuff for it. I need to go get it. Okay, now we can go to Shades of Morton. I'm just going to stay jogging. Hey, Stats B! Dude, we doing? It feels good to be back on the treadmill. Doing some, working on the Sins quest line. Doing a Taste of Hope right now. Feels good to be back on the account. Studied hard for that job interview. We got it. Sandwiches! Bread roll. Nope. I was hoping for a second stale baguette. But yeah, we got the new job, so all the studying did pay off. Huge W. It's in person, which I think I really need. It'll get me out of the house and get me interacting with people face to face again. It's a pay increase. And yeah, like it's better experience than what I'm getting right now. It's just all around a big W. So, it did mean I have to take time off of streaming like for 2-ish weeks, but it was worth it in the end. So, because I did study a lot, and it paid off. It's so good to know that it paid off. You can have a bite. Just don't tell the others about it. I am pretty tasty. Okay, let's get out of here before I get bitten again. Huge W job. I'm so excited for it. Yeah. Big money. So, it's not actually like that big. Like, it's not like big money, but it's a step up, and I will take any step up I can. Money was pretty tight with just one person working and the baby. My wife is thinking that she'll go back to work after the new year. So, hey, benevolent gremlin. I don't. I'm like, it's currently like 11 minutes long. I took a huge break. I burnt myself out. I'm just gonna be straight honest. I burnt myself out. Life gets rough sometimes, and unfortunately, like, I had to prioritize time elsewhere. But I have 11 minutes edited, and after stream tonight, I'm gonna hop on and edit. I've started editing little bits at a time, like an hour or two a night. How I did it before I started streaming was I would record an episode, and then instead of streaming, I would edit for like a week, just a week straight. And since I'm so new to editing, it takes me a long time to lump it together and figure out what I want to do, and so it takes a long time. But it is coming. A lot later than I would have liked, but it is coming. So we never got a chance to look over Flagian's new discoveries before the attack. However, I did recover his notes. All right, work with Vertita and see if you can finish off Flagian's work. Make no mistake, though, if this doesn't come down to anything, then we will be leaving. Yeah, of course. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. If you stick around, I appreciate it. But if you have to head out, I know I stream a little late, so I do appreciate stopping by and asking. It's always nice to hear that people are looking forward to them. So I hope your holidays are good, and I'm hoping to have a little bit of extra time to work on it tomorrow. I have these notes. Come get them when you have room. Okay. Read the notes. Drop the notes. And take our chotato back. Okay, we get the sickle. Pre-blessed sickle? Yo? Okay, wait. I have a chain. Is it broken? Hello, quest helper? I need a rod. Where are the rods? Chest is empty. Oh, I think I have to make... Do I have to smelt a rod? I can't remember how this works. You take some chain from the crate. Okay. It's just broken. Okay, Wiki, what do you say? Chain. Okay, attach the emerald to the sickle. Okay. Cool. Now attach the chain to it. Right? Oh, cast... I need to enchant it. Take our chotato back, though. Over here, we can get... Where do we get the... Rod of Evandus? Search the crate for a sickle. The rod of advantage can be Veliaf. Where is Veliaf? In Bird-a-Rot. Okay. I have to go back to Bird-a-Rot. I was just there. Okay, going over the wall and running northeast. Once there, speak to Vertita. Search the crates. The Rod of Advantage can be talked from Veliaf under the pub, or can be made by the player. You need to talk to Vertita in order to get the rod, though, so let's do that. I need the Rod of Avandis. Weren't you the one who made it? Yes, but I gave it to Veliaf. Well, I'm sure he still has it. Go ask him. Okay. That's on cooldown still. Fortunately, we're pretty close to Bird-a-Rot still. Take a jog on over. Another thing I need to upgrade is my headphones. These ones are starting to get old. And they're really annoying, so there's a piece that broke off inside of them, which is fine normally. But when I'm running, it's jiggling around in the headset, which is really unfortunate. I think it was pointing to the chains. I get the rod from the crate of Avandis. I get the rod from this guy. Also, welcome in, Problem. Hope your day is going pretty good. Hope you're having happy holidays. Hey, Veliaf. Well met. Can I ask you a favor? Can I get my rod back? Cool, here we go. Create the Avandis flail. Let's go. What a sick weapon. It's not two-handed? I could have sworn this thing was two-handed. Huh, interesting, okay. I thought it was two-handed. Huh, the more you know. I just realized that I could go get my Dragon Defender. Rod. What is up, Trumpet Guy? Welcome in. Yeah, I could go get my Dragon Defender, which would be so good. I thought the Avandis flail was two-handed. That will make the fight so much easier if I can get a Dragon Defender to go with it. Every tiny little bit helps in the fight so much. Because that fight's going to be awful. I'm going to get my teeth kicked in. Especially with the setup that I'm thinking about using, it's probably going to be like 20 kilos. Which is going to be awful. Like, I don't know. It's going to be a time for sure. I'm going to have to do that fight more than once, I think. I really hope it's a safe fight. I haven't looked into that very much. I don't know where my items go when I'm a UIM. Do they drop, like, outside the fight? That wouldn't be too bad. because then I could just get a ecto file and teleport back. Okay, there we go. How are you gonna do the weight? Yo, so I think before I finish Sins of the Father, I need to buy myself a weighted vest. But how I'm currently doing it is so janky. I have my backpack right here. Let me pause the stream or the treadmill. I have my backpack right here, and I just load it up with weight. It's so awful. It's fine for like minimal amounts of weight, but once I get into like the 20 kilo range, it's just bad. It's just so bad. Because I also just use dumbbells, 25-pound dumbbells for some of that, for the heavier stuff, and it's just, it's pretty bad. Rannis Draken himself has sent an open invitation to the people of Meyerditch, inviting them to Versenhasa. Yeah, it's pretty bad for my back, so that's why I haven't done a ton with weight. I had one of my friends do like, bro, you need to do more stuff with weight in your videos. Like, that's where the real content is. And I'm like, well, yeah, but like, also I don't want to kill myself, right? So for the most part, the weight carrying has been pretty minimal. The one time where it was like, for a long time was, the quest after Underground Pass, like Regicide, I think, where you have to carry the coal tar barrel. That was pretty bad. Why is he invited into the Versenhasa? Apparently he intends to officially announce the defeat of the Myarchy. This is possibly one of the best opportunities we've ever been given. Rannis Draken is brother to Lower Neil Draken himself, and is one of the most senior figures in vampiric society. And for the first time, we have a weapon that could actually defeat him. Are we not going to test it first? This is our chance to bring real hope to these people. The death of any vampire could send a strong message, but the death of Rannis Draken could change everything. You don't need to convince me. It's time to show these monsters that their days are done. IRL Runlock, you are not a citizen of Meyerditch. You have never felt the pain these people have, and yet you've fought for them all the same. Now I must ask you to fight for them again. You are most experienced among us. You have the best chance of defeating Rannis. I've come this far. I'm not about to leave. What's our plan? Whoa, wall of text. Best way to do it would probably be a vest and a backpack, like 20 pounds each. Without the running, it wouldn't be completely horrible. No idea how you would manage any raid content where you need a bunch of weight. Okay, so I actually do have a plan for raids, and I do want to ask you if you've used a vest, what you would recommend, because I want to get a nicer one. Give me like 2 seconds to finish this text. Take the new weapon, head to Versenhasa. Kale will meet you there. Wait until Rannis has begun his speech. That will be the best time to strike. Okay, cool. I won't let you down. Cool, Myarchy okay. He can only be hurt by the flail and uses magic and melee attacks. Okay. He will occasionally charge attack, explode, dealing damage close to him. Just run away from this attack. During the fight, he will spawn Firewatch, which you'll need to kill. Rannis will be throwing blood bombs at your location. Be sure to move. Okay. So, vest is going to be huge. So if you have any recommendations on the type of vest, like if you have a nice one, I'm going to look into it tomorrow if not. But if you do have a nice one that you use and recommend, I would love it. And as far as weight for raids, I have an idea how to keep my weight around 4 kilos, if not lower. Any vest will work. The advantage of the vest is to spread it out. Yes. I want a nicer, like padded one. So I'm going to do a little bit of digging. The bag is the worst way, and I know that. I didn't have enough. Like money was, kid just came, treadmill was expensive, so I didn't have like enough leftover money to pour into this stream. But Twitch has been super generous. Statsby, if he's in chat, is a champ. Anyone who subbed, I appreciate so much. I do think it would be worth it to get an adjustable one, because then I can switch the weight out pretty quick. So I'm gonna look into a nice adjustable one. But yeah, anyone who subbed, I appreciate so much. It's been so so helpful. Yo! Statsby, you are a champ. Is that 5? Yo! Thank you. Dude, I appreciate it. Now we gotta go get a perp in Chambers. Have you been raiding very much, Statsby? Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it a lot. Okay, we're gonna go for this fight. I think it's gonna be pretty. 3 arcanes in 1 dex. Let's go, dude. That's sick. I mean, like that's your purples that you like the bare minimum that you need, right? But it would be nice to not have 3 arcanes. Okay, so for this fight, I think I want more prayer potions. And I want. Oh, I can't use the Avandis file. So I want. We're gonna go to Falador. We're gonna go buy more cheese potatoes, and I think I drop all of my teleports runes. Oh, let me go to Varrock and deposit my death runes into my looting bag real quick. And maybe the arrows. The arrows are actually quite expensive, so I don't want to just drop them, although I could. Maybe I'll just drop them. I think I'm just going to drop them. Ooh, 70k of steel arrows. Let's go drop those at the GE for someone. We'll cross a hydration checkpoint too. So be sure to drink up, gamers. I'm going to do a drive-by drop party. Only 70k, but someone will use it. Okay, death runes go in the looting bag. Was that it? Is that all I wanted? I think I want 2 Fordos prayer potions. I don't want to go too much over. Maybe I do 3 just to be safe, because that would suck to run out. Okay, that should be exactly 3. Okay. Now I can stick the rest of the prayer potions in the looting bag. I planted a Renar up in Trollheim, so I have some more Renar if I need it. Do I dump my law runes in the looting bag for the extra spot? That makes quite a tight spot, but I can always pull them out later if I need. But I want to go to Fally next. I guess I could just run over there. We'll do that. 1 inventory spot could make the difference. Okay, now I can drop these. And I can drop the ectophile. And then we go get cheesy potatoes, and I think we're ready for the fight. Hopefully it goes smooth. Here's to hoping. I can always tele out if I need to. Thank you so much, Statsby. That was so good. I appreciate that a lot. The Gorillas are supposedly releasing new music. I know that like they have been. And I haven't listened to it lately. And I really should. I should go listen to it. Yeah, I need that vest. I'm gonna sit down tomorrow and do some research. Dude, the coins would be all greased up. So good. Imagine trying to count all those coins. But bro, I just have like photographic. Every character has a photographic memory. Because they're just like, oh yeah, I remember exactly how many coins I have. Just hit right click examine. That's how many. Is there an altar here? In the Fighters Guild? Probably not, right? Oh, that's sick. I think... Do I have any Irrit planted? Maybe it's worth it to make a super attack potion for the fight. Let me see if I have any Irrit at all. Renar, Toadflax, Renar. I do not. Maybe I just bring in a normal attack potion. It sucks, but it's better than... Or a strength. Do I just pre-pot these? I won't make it there in time. How much do they give me? 10 strength. That's 2 max hits. That's probably worth it. And my attack will be less than strength because strength is higher. So I think I go with the strength potion. Okay. Let's cross our fingers and hope. It says to hydrate, but I've actually drank my whole water bottle, so I'll need to fill that up after and drink some more water. Okay, I need to go to the Haunted Woods, which is ALQ. Do I run for this fight? Do I try to do it running? I think I try it, right? Like that's the whole thing for this account, is running on a treadmill. So I think I'm going to keep running for the... I'll try and run the whole fight. Hopefully it's not too long. which means I'm just gonna let my run energy regen on my way to the theater. It'll take longer, but I want to have full run. I probably won't need full run for the fight though, right? Because I'll regen it while I'm fighting. Okay. Finish it off by running there. Treadmill locked shins of the father is next. New viewer, I thought your current weight loss starting. No. Yeah, so how it works is if I carry over, so if I take off my weight reduction, oh, I can't because but like if I carry over negative weight, any weight I have to carry, or any weight I carry in game over 0 and below 64, I have to carry in real life. So that's why the weighted vest will be so nice, because I need it for carrying weight. I probably have actually gained a little weight since I've started, which is a good thing because I'm pretty skinny. So I've probably gained a couple pounds. Okay, here we go. Oh, dude, what am I doing? I should be doing what's the night quest for chivalry and piety? Agility, health, and strength IRL. Yeah. Yeah. And prayer, because I'm praying I don't die while I'm doing it. But I need to see what's the piety quest. That might be worth stopping here to go do that before the yeah, the prayer. Might do that before. Oh, it requires 70 defense. King's Ransom requires 65 defense, so I can't even do that yet. I need 70 defense. I might be AFKing defense tomorrow at Crab. That's yucky. I thought it was 60. I messed that up. Knight's Wave training ground. After completing the training ground, players unlock Chivalry, level 60 prayer and 65 defense. Piety is 70 prayer and 70 defense. Okay, I did not know that, so I can't stop and go do that. So we're just gonna send the fight and see how it goes. Are you ready? I'm ready. Very well. Good luck. Citizens of Myerditch. I'm going to wait for this strength to expire so that I can sip back up immediately when the fight starts. Citizens of Myerditch, I stand before you today so that we may share in an important moment of triumph. For years, the Myarchy have lurked in the shadows of the city, their acts of defiance tainting the greatness that we have all that we have achieved together. Today, that defiance finally came to an end. Today, we entered the home of the Myarchy and eradicated their kind. Our efforts today would not have been possible without every single one of you. The blood you provide ensures that we remain ever capable of facing these threats. For that, you should all be proud. However, while today is very much a day of celebration, it should also act as a reminder. Rebellion, resistance, and defiance. These are not the path to freedom. They are merely the path to death. Anyone who wishes to be free in this life should instead look to Serafina. Follow in her footsteps, enter the theater, and survive. Do this, and freedom will be yours. As good as all that sounds, I do have a few issues with it. Here we go, baby! What's this? You stand here claiming the Myarchy are dead, but I'm here to prove otherwise. For too long, you've lorded yourself over these people. Today, that comes to an end. Today, you die. Oh! You know, over the course of my life, I've tasted more blood than you could ever imagine. The variety of flavors is incredible. And yet, of all the flavors, you choose to be salty. And yet, there's one taste that all others pale in comparison to. You see, there's nothing sweeter than a taste of hope, and you're full of it. I'm going to enjoy killing you. All right, here we go, baby. Hello? Am I lagging? Why can't I attack him? Oh, am I like... I'm auto-casting? Well, that was a big goof. Well... He smacks, dude. So, don't put that on auto cast. Yeah, that was anticlimactic for sure. Let's go get more cheese potatoes. He hit for 18? That boy smacks. Maybe I need some ranged armor before we fight him. We'll try it for real this time and see. I got too panicky. Yeah, cheese potatoes are good. It's a crush weapon. Interesting. So another thing I could do is get my Dragon Defender. But I don't know. Can I store my Dragon Defender? I think I decided to wait until I could store it. Although it's going to be BIS for a long time, so maybe it's not even worth storing it. It's going to be very nice for that fight at the end of... It'd be nice for this fight, but it would also be very nice for Sins of the Father. Okay, we walk in, so I have just a little bit of run energy for the fight. I'm gonna turn off the quest helper here. But yeah, if I can't get it now, there's a couple upgrades I can do. I can do some crafting for red dragonhide, which is 75 crafting. That's a lot. So that might be out. But even blue dragonhide would be worth it, and that's 68. That's 6 or 8 levels. Sorry, 71 because of the blue d'hide body. So even that's 11 levels. And then, but if I do that grind to get the blue d'hide, the other thing that comes with that is an amulet of power. I can always thieve those in Varlamore too, though. Because my amulet slot is empty. I had to ditch it for quest where I went to a quest where I went to the one island. So how I've done it is the gem cutting method that I've talked about. And then the other one is there's some stuff you can, like pipes you can fix at blast furnace. And that just lets me sit in one tile. And it lets me sit on one tile and repair. And it's like 40k crafting XP an hour, which is pretty bad. But it requires no inventory, like no components. And bro, this guy's slapping me. I need armor. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this fight right now. That still hit me? Unfortunate. 20 in melee? Hey, hit for 19 though. Yeah, there's no way I'm getting through 400 hit points. Okay, we'll just dip. We'll have to get some upgrades for that. Bear's gloves. I think are first up on the list. We got to the end of the quest though. If we can beat that fight. But if we can't beat this fight, I'm thinking Sins is off the table, at least for now. I mean, like, I could always level up the attack and go for it. And I'm thinking that's what I do. I think I'm just going to put a bunch of combat training on Slayer, get to, like, base 70 so I can have Piety. That's unfortunate that I can't do that. But yeah, I can do some Slayer, get to 70 attack, 70 defense. I'll have Piety then as well. Get Barrow's gloves, work on crafting for d'hide, unless I can get it as a drop somewhere. But if I go for 70 defense, one second, let me brainstorm a little bit. If I go for 70 defense, I might as well go for 70 range, and then just get black d'hide. Black d'hide body you can get from Deranged Archaeologist. That's where I'll be getting it. And then I'm going to hang on to that until I'm done with Sins of the Father. It weighs so much, though. These things weigh 7 kilos, which is horrendous. Black D'hide Vam braces I can get from Dust Devils. I know that, but my Slayer's way far off, so... Drakes, Nuclear Smoke Devils, Brutal Black Dragons. So yeah, I don't think I'm getting Black D'hide Vam braces. But what about Black D'hide chaps? Hard clue caskets? 1 in 27? Maybe I do hard clue scrolls. 82 crafting. I don't know. I don't know what I do here. So if crafting is the bottleneck, though, I can get a ton of good upgrades from getting my crafting up. 82. What's Amulet of Glory? Isn't that 80? Dragonstone Amulet. Unstrung. Requires level 80 crafting. So if I do it, I could get a glory. But that's so much crafting. And I'm trying to figure out how I would do that. I think I'm going to wrap up stream with a 5K. We're going to take a little jog and do some agility. And I can brainstorm from there what the path forward is. But I do think that I'm going to have to get some crafting done. Get the glory, get the ranged armor upgrades. Get piety. And go from there. It's unfortunate that that happened, but I got cooked. If I had better armor, I think it would be a lot better, but that's the path forward, right? So, but base 70s is still pretty low for Sins of the Father, so. Okay. Let's go do some agility. We can go do Fally agility. Oh, I don't have runes for Fally teleport. Because I dropped them for the fight. Let's just teleport to Lumbridge and we'll run up to Fally. Okay. I'm going to start a stopwatch. Time for the 5K starts now. Man, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. All right, ready for like 6K agility for doing a 5K? I'm not gonna get very much agility XP from this, but IRL though. Think of the IRL gains. Man, agility is a skill of the century for sure. And on this account, it's just bad. It's just so bad. I will go back stronger. I do think the path forward is getting crafting up, but how high, I don't know. I think even with red dehyde, the fight would be doable. Especially if I can get Barrow's gloves. And if I do Tybo One Eye Trio, I'll get Crombons, which heals slightly more. So I think, I guess I can always just buy Crombons too. There's a place you can buy them. I might cook sharks too, now that I think about it. I might just buy cooked sharks. Although it's going to be a lot of weight. Because I won't be wearing graceful. I'll have graceful boots, cape, and hat. But what's the lightest food you can get? Brews. Brews are so good. If I can get brews, the game's easy. But they're all about the same, unfortunately. No one really cares about weight in this game. It's all about the same. They're all about half a kilo each. There's like minor differences, but honestly, the increased blood flow, like treadmill brain is a real thing, and I feel like I think so much slower. Like I process in-game stuff so much slower while I'm on the treadmill. But yeah, I think red dehyde is doable, so maybe I just shoot for that for now. I can always boost too for whatchamacallit. I can boost for black dehyde if I want. I probably will. But that still does mean I need to get to 78 with a 4-level pie boost. So it's still a long ways away. It's like 2 mil XP, slightly higher. No, slightly less, slightly under 2 mil. So I need like it's like 1.6 mil. So I need like 1.3 mil crafting XP. That's a lot. So I don't know how I'm going to do that. That's so much crafting XP. The crafting grind on this account is going to suck. Because sand buckets weigh so much. Sand buckets are awful. Six minutes in, that's half a mile. But Piety will go big too. So red dehyde Piety and Bear's Gloves, and we shoot for it. So next thing I want to do is Cyber 1 Trio. That will let me fish AFK. Although maybe I should be doing crafting AFK. Thieving is another thing on my to-do list of AFK stuff, but thieving is like not super AFK. I've been doing Slayer while I edit videos, so maybe I keep on the Slayer. Although I can't really do melee Slayer on AFK. So what do I do AFK while I'm editing tonight? I don't know. Don't know. Maybe just mining? I don't know. Shoot for a hard clue scroll. Doing bone shard mining. Then maybe I can get a black dehyde chaps from the hard clue scroll. The prayer XP is always... Crab is as AFK as it gets. Yeah. But I'd like to use my... I guess, yeah, maybe I just do it. Maybe I just don't care about Slayer for now. And go Crab. I think you're right. I think I go for 60 attack on Crab. Sorry, 70 defense. And then we'll go 70 attack. Because I think I'm going to need all the attack I can get. I do need 70 range as well, though, so maybe I do AFK some range. Yeah. I'm on Lesser Demons right now. I've got like 20 some odd left. I can range those. They take a while to kill. Especially with just steel arrows. So... Because I do still need to hit 60 range for red dehyde. That's also an already hard requirement, the diary. Yo, Billy! What is up, dude? Been a bit. What is that emote? Dude, that Kirby emote is sick. Is it Kirby? What an emote. How you doing, Billy? We're doing a 5K tonight. We're doing some running. Training some agility. Just got banned for the emotes. That's pretty funny. But yeah, we're gaming. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, dude. Yeah, we're gaming. We've done pretty good progress on it. We're at 522 miles on the account. Our account's looking pretty sweet. We just tried Taste of Hope. There's a hard fight. I think it's pretty funny. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, those are questionable emotes for some, but I think the Kirby one's hilarious. Like they're fine, but when you combo it with your username, that's when it gets. That's when it's just hilarious. Twitch doesn't have a problem with it. Yeah. Uh, can I put emotes on YouTube? If I can, I'll look into that, Captain Conway, because I have a couple. I have the Mind Goblin one. I just sent the text on YouTube. That's funny. Yeah, those emotes are really good. And then I have the Get Groiled one. And then do I have the Whack one? One second, I have the Run emote. How long I've been running? I'm at 13 minutes right now. About a third of the way there. Gonna go for 36 minutes. 3.1 miles. So slightly over 36. Let's go through 37. I want to get back to it. I took a break for a while, but I want to get back to it. Stay on top of running. So 5K before, just a short 5K before Christmas Eve, you know. Dude, we're getting that gamer dad bod, the dad bod, and the gamer dad bod is like one step up. We're gonna get shredded. If I can do Inferno running, dude, that'd be pretty sweet. Do a marathon. Like, if I could do, how long is an Ironman? Oh, geez. An Ironman is 112-mile bike ride. 2.4 mile swim. And a marathon, 26.2 miles. Total distance of 140 miles. That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. You go swim, bike, and then run. That would be sweet if I could do it, though. If everybody stopped to do like a set of 10 curls for every loading screen. Yeah, dude, we'd be shredded. Loading screen hacks for real. Or, you know, just make yourself a Treadmill RuneScape account. Although I need to do, like, weight training, too, on top of that. Just cardio is, not the way to get shredded. I'll be toned, for sure, but... We're at 16 minutes in. 20 more minutes to go. A bird chest? That's fair. I'm not a smoker. I couldn't do this if I smoked. I already have a hard enough time running. What's my BPM at? 170? We going. Heart rate is getting up there. Getting good cardio. I really need to fill up my water bottle after this, though. I'm sure it's different for everyone, right? Like, but yeah, I've never done it. I have a pretty addictive personality. And I know there's always a chance that you can get addicted to that stuff. And when I go into something, I go crazy hard for the first little bit. So I'm just trying to steer clear of it. I think I'd mess my life up pretty good if I did drugs or alcohol. Plenty of people can do it, right? But I have too addictive of a personality. So just steer clear for me. Halfway there, 18 minutes. Looks like we're gonna go about 17k agility XP for a 3-mile run. Yeah. Yep. Just gonna steer clear of it all. Yep, addictive personality and RuneScape. So RuneScape's my drug of choice, honestly. Especially when I comboed up with the treadmill, it's just like, it's healthy, right? Literally be a sweaty gamer. Yeah, that's fair. But then there's some things that you try and you're like, ugh. Like I went to the hospital one time for a procedure and got some morphine, and like I can see why people get addicted to heroin and that stuff. Yeah. I was like 12 when I had the morphine, and I still remember it. Like, I just like, I think that was the moment where I really decided like, ooh, this stuff is dangerous. Like I could see myself getting hooked on that if I did it recreationally. So, none for me. Yeah. OSRS is the hard stuff. WoW's like, I don't know. I feel like RuneScape is actually kind of a casual friendly MMO, because you could leave and you could take a break and come back and the game changes, but your levels don't, right? Like, and in WoW, I can't get into WoW, dude. WoW's for like people who game. I don't know, like I'm a gamer, but like you have the resets. The resets get me so hard, dude. I played for Wrath of the Lich King. Got to endgame, and then needed to take a break. So I took a break, and when I came back, freaking all my not all my progress, but pretty much like all my progress was gone for Pandaria on Classic. because they released Pandaria, and I'm like, well, okay. Gotta grind that out again. Yeah, it is like building a train set. Or a Warhammer army, right? Like, the pieces are always there. Well, I was all dailies to stay on top of content. And then raid logging. And that's not fun for me. Like, what? You mean I'm gonna get my character to max level and do one raid a week? What is this garbage? I don't know. And then all your progress resets next expansion. There's no iconic, like, if WoW had something like the Infernal Cape, right? Like, but they don't, because it resets every expansion. And it's good, right? Don't get me wrong. WoW is good for the people who like it. It's a great... Do all content while running, chat? No, so let me pause my timer. I'm doing a 5K right now, and I'll show you how it works. So I'm 23 minutes in. So timer's paused at 23, but if I toggle run, Jeff, it slows down my treadmill. And then we're walking. So, just run when the character runs, yep. And then I have weight built into it. So anytime I'm carrying weight in-game, I have to carry that IRL. So I'm going to toggle run back on, start my timer back. I got 13 more minutes on the 5K. So we're doing some agility tonight. But yeah, thanks for stopping in, Jeff. We're big chilling, doing a 5K, you know, nothing special. We just tried to do Taste of Hope and got our teeth kicked in. Oh, also we're on an ultimate. Dude, it's so fun, Jeff. It's a crazy account. But, like, I'm excited. Like, whenever someone new pops in, I'm so excited to tell them about this account. Because it's nothing like anyone else has done before. It's insane. And, like, I was thinking about this account and tossing ideas around with a friend. And I was like, what's the craziest thing I can do? And he's like, I don't know. Everything to make the game harder in-game has been done. And I was like, well, what if I did something outside the game? And then I thought, oh, I could do a treadmill, right? And then my friend was like, yeah, but you could make it crazier. What if you added weight to it? And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can do that one. But I went ahead and sent it. And it's been so fun. But yeah, we're cruising on this account. We've been gaming for about 4 months. I couldn't run like a mile when I started this account. And I had a baby, so like time's been a little crazy. But I feel like this is pretty good progress on an ultimate that's treadmill locked for 4 months. Some training methods are pretty hard because like I can only move in game if I'm moving in real life. So stuff like woodcutting's fine, right? But like, how do you AFK Slayer anymore? You can't. You can, right? Like there's safe spots and stuff, but every time I need a new Slayer task, I have to hop on the treadmill. Yes, I do feel like my overall health has improved. I used to be, like, I would swim occasionally before, but my cardio wasn't super intense. And I've noticed, more than anything, a big effect on my mental and how much I eat. How much I eat has gone up, and I'm probably eating much healthier now than I did before. I would have 2 meals a day before. Now I'll have 3 or 4. So I'm eating like a much healthier amount, making sure I get protein and like I'm paying attention more to protein and like vegetables. Because I can eat more, I feel like I can eat like before my opinion on vegetables was like I'll eat them, but like I'd rather have the good stuff, right? But now I can have my cake and eat it too. I can have the good stuff and I still am hungry enough to eat vegetables. So I'm like there's so many things that have improved. I've probably gained a little bit of weight since I started this account. Because I was skinny before. I'm still really skinny, but I'm only like 130. Well, I'm like 135. But still, that's like, I'm 5'9". So, that's pretty skinny. Yeah. All the gains. Yeah, it's been so good. The other thing too was I felt pretty down about my job. I wasn't really doing anything productive. So all my extra time for a couple months went into this and something creative and something I could share with people and they could enjoy. And that's helped my mental game a ton. So yeah, it's been sick. It's been so good. We're gonna hit 62. I'm feeling it though. I need a drink, dude. My mouth's getting real dry. My water bottle ran out. I might go fill it up again real quick. Let me pause the timer and stop my treadmill when I get stopped. I'm gonna go fill up my water bottle. Okay, I'll be right back, chat. All right, I'm back. Let's start the treadmill again. IRL stream with an iPad running in the woods. Dude, that'd be sick. I don't know how I'd get the camera going for that, but that is a good idea, Jeff. You have any ideas on how I'd camera that? Okay, starting the timer up. We're at 27 minutes. Dude, fresh air. Touching grass. Yucky! But yeah, I've edited some videos. And there's a link to the Discord too in the YouTube description. But yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it would have to be a good setup. I'm not sure how I'd do it. Maybe I could figure it out though. Because that would be a cool stream. What if I did Inferno just in the woods running? Nah, mobile Inferno would be crazy. Mobile Inferno would be insane. Like Treadmill Inferno, it's gonna go crazy, but mobile Treadmill Inferno, do it while I'm running a marathon. That would be nuts. That's next level crap. We're almost 62 agi. Oops. 29 minutes. 8 more to go. First of its kind, for sure, for sure. There is actually one other gamer that has a treadmill that they game on, but I don't think they're treadmill locked. and they don't have the running restriction. Instead, they like spin a wheel. It's definitely more of like a flashy, showy setup than mine. Feels more like a streamer attitude, right? Like, not that big streamers are bad, but I always like smaller streamers because they feel more genuine, right? So his definitely feels more showboaty, and I'm just gaming. We just doing it for the love of the game. I can't even remember what his name is, but yeah, he like spins a wheel, and then something that shows up on the wheel he'll do while he's on the treadmill. So one of them's like 60 seconds of running, which is like, okay, sure, bud. Like, watch out. I don't know. Still very cool account, but I feel like it's definitely we're different, pretty different as far as like the craziness of our accounts. Yo, 62 edgy is big. Okay, what am I gonna AFK tonight? Oh crap, that's right. I'm gonna do combat stats to 70. Thanks, JD. How do you pronounce your name? I'm gonna need you to hop in Discord and pronounce it for me. Like Murloc noise over there. Four more minutes. Yeah, but I need the vocal pronunciation. I'm not that good at English. Pero español, sí. Mi español está magnífico. Pero inglés, nah, para nada. Just pronounce as is. I'll try my best. Just comes out as a Murloc noise, dude. Oh man, I can tell I haven't run like this in a while. But it feels good to get back on it. Dude is crazy. A 5K gets me like 18K agility XP. No, not even 18K. 17. Agility on this count is going to be crazy. It's going to be such a slog. It'll keep me healthy, though, if I decide to go for it. But I don't know that 99 agility is obtainable on this account. I lived in Peru for a couple years. I I loved it there, dude. I want to go back so bad. It was amazing. People were just so humble, so kind, and so humble. Most of them. You're going to get bad people wherever you go, no matter what. Doesn't matter race, religion. Doesn't matter where you go. Friends from Peru. I lived in Argentina for some time and visited Bolivia. Yeah, I had some friends from Bolivia. I went on a religious mission for the Church of Jesus Christ, and had some missionary companions that were from Bolivia. I don't think I ever had a companion from Argentina, but I had a couple from Bolivia. Super nice dude. He was one of my favorite people I worked with. 36 minutes. We did it. Conway, was it you that I talked with about? Yeah, super cool. Most of them, super down to earth. Really nice. Just trying to spread love, right? Like, because that's what it's all about. Okay, we're good. Time to go run to Crab. And there's a hydration checkpoint. Drink up, gamers. I'm going to slow down. I have been running for a 5K, so I don't feel bad walking now. We've gone 10 miles tonight. That's pretty good. Dude, that's super nice of you. In my opinion, it's all about love, dude. If everyone can add just a little bit of love to the world, the world would be a better place. Dude, I'm a sweaty gamer. That 5K is good stuff. One more Agi level down too, so. Is this Rit Momney? This is Rit Momney. What a good song. YouTube doesn't get the music, unfortunately. YouTube stream copyrights me. They're like, hey, you can't play that music here. Yo, man, Manic. Thank you, dude. Next video should be coming out soon. I know I keep saying that, but life is busy. I'm still working on it, so there's at least that. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's always good to hear that. Progress on the account's really going to slow down too here, so it's going to be a long haul. This is they say RuneScape's a marathon, and boy oh boy does it feel like a marathon right now. Not a sprint, it's a marathon. But yeah, as soon as I get to corrupt, I'm so excited to get to Corrupted Gauntlet. Whenever I get on and I play and I'm on the treadmill, I think that runner's high hits, and it's easy to be super excited about it. And then you get off the treadmill, right? And then you have to convince yourself that it's worth it to hop back on that treadmill again, right? there's a good life lesson to learn in that. But yeah, like, so just gotta hop back on that treadmill and give it your best shot, even on days when you don't want to. Okay, we're gonna go for defense first. We'll hit 70 defense. That'll unlock piety for us. Which will hopefully make the sins fight easier. I'm gonna brainstorm methods to train crafting. I have an idea for one, but it's not good. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of digging, see what I can come up with there. If I remember right, there's not a lot of quests that give crafting XP. But if I can get to 78 crafting, then I can craft full black d'hide, which would be crazy in the fight. But that also means I do need 70 range. But base 70s wouldn't be too bad. That still probably wouldn't get me to 70 HP, which is still a doable amount for... what the heck are we listening to now? It's still super good. Like, that's pretty doable, I think, for Song of the Elves. But yeah, I think I'm moving the treadmill, putting it away, and then I'm gonna go eat first, and then I'm gonna work on editing the next video for you guys. So, oh wait, surprise exam for me. Well, the treadmill's still out. What a treat. That's going right into herb lore. Heck yeah. That always feels good. Awesome. Sweet herb. That's a level up, right? Yeah, 58. That feels good. Okay. I do appreciate everyone who stopped in and said hi. Thank you guys so much. It means a lot. So, I hope you guys have a happy holidays and a great rest of the night. Yo, the Griffin pet? I haven't seen that yet. That's sick. Yeah, I'm glad I got to do one too. Hopefully I'll be able to do another one this week. We'll see though. So, yeah, you too, Conway. Thanks. Okay, see you guys.